G'day, welcome to Rock Stardust. My name's Robbie White. Today we're going to talk about an album by the artist Ellen Foley called The Spirit of St. Louis. And for those that aren't in the know, this could well be the Lost Clash album. Many people think of it as the Lost Clash album. Why is that? Well, there is the mighty Sandinista, and Ellen Foley just so happened to be going out with Mick Jones from the Clash. Okay, they've been in a relationship for a few years, and she sang on Hitsville UK, right? That is a really cool tune. Reminds me of Christmas for some reason. That's a real classic. Well, the thing about Ellen Foley is that she actually sang on Bat Outta Hell. So it's her voice you hear on those classic Meatloaf songs. All right. She didn't tour with them, but she recorded that album. So amazing voice. Prior to the Spirit of St. Louis, she put out this album, which is actually very strong. But I will say, of all the people that she could work with, she couldn't have worked with anyone cooler than Mick Ronson and Ian Hunter for this album. Mick Ronson plays all the guitars. All right, how good is that? And then what does she go and do? She works with The Clash as her backing band. I mean, that is 2 albums in a row with the coolest backing lineup you could ever have. Not just The Clash though. It was also the full members that recorded on this album, including Enduring the Blockheads members as well. So what you ended up having was a fantastic lineup of musicians. And on the back of the albums, yeah, it's a very good photo too. Right. It says vocals Ellen, guitar vocals Mick, violin Timon, keyboards Mickey, drums Topper, bass Norman, bass Paul, sax Davey, guitar Joe, and guitar JGT. These are the members of the Clash and Enduring the Blockheads. Produced by my boyfriend, who is Mick Jones from the Clash, recorded and mixed by Bill Price, who did the Sandinista album. So it is a remarkable thing. And on this album, you've got the following tracks. These got the Strummer and Jones songwriting team in action. They wrote a few songs on this album. In fact, quite a lot. The first song is Shuttered Palace, which is a really cool track, very European French feel to it. With a cool video, you can actually see that if you look it up. Torchlight came as the next song, and that could be on Sandinista easily. That's a really cool duet with her and Mick Jones singing together, but it could easily be done with Joe Strummer and Mick Jones. It's a great track. It's a really, really strong track that could easily be done on Sandinista. There's the Death of the Psychoanalyst of Salvador Dali. Man, that is a strange out there track. A lot of chord changes, a lot of unusual things going on in that track, but some nice work by Mick. And then MPH is a standout track for me. This could be on Sandinista too. It's a lively Clash feel, a lot of guitar, strong drumming. I can just imagine Joe's tearing that up, but she does a great job. I mean, let's not forget it is her album, but is it really? I mean, this feels more and more like a Clash album with the full band playing on it, and so many tracks penned by Strummer Jones, the legendary writing duo, you know. So another cool track, Theatre of Cruelty, Strummer Jones again, and then there's Time and Dog tracks, and The Killing Hour is the last track on the album, and that actually, the intro to that is vaguely reminiscent of Johnny Appleseed, the way it comes in with the guitar at the start. So you can see some of the, not just Sandinista, but themes moving into his solo career as well. But look, it's a curious thing. One could say it is the Lost Clash album. Once they finished recording Sandinista, right, the band then moved on. They stayed at the studio. Wessex Studios was the same studio where this was recorded with Bill Price, and then went and did the next album, which was Ellen Foley's The Spirit of St. Illinois. I mean, it really does kind of align as a Missing Clash album. So for those that aren't acquainted to this, it's something to go out and discover, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Obviously, she's a very strong singer, and it's more of an operatic, slightly French vibe on this album. The feel to it. So it's not like you're listening to the Clash with her singing, but if you get past that and just listen to the tracks themselves, you can very much hear the footprints of Sandinista all over this album. But even with the sort of 90s, 50s French poetic writers vibe going on, it is quite a European sounding album. But it's cool. And there's some strong tracks on here. So make sure you check this out. There'll be more on the Clash coming soon. It's been something I've wanted to share and talk about. There has been articles written about the so-called Missing Clash album. I wonder what your thoughts are on the album and your thoughts on it being, something that could really represent in their catalogue as a missing album, and if not the sister to Sandinista. Look, thanks again for watching. If you like this type of material, please like and subscribe, and we'll be in touch, and thanks again. Enjoy.